Today on Making a Difference, we have two amazing women, Angelique Merchant and Jennifer Merchant, who are making news and waves in Hollywood in Los Angeles. Through the art of filmmaking, Merchant Sisters, they are lively and a youthful production company with a strong foundation that is built on innovative ideas for girls from all walks of life. The company aims to produce influential films that represent girls and always have an important social message. Angelique Merchant, who is the producer and an actress, was born and raised in Amsterdam. Nominated for Power Woman of the Year by Viva.nl, the largest women's website in the Netherlands, reaching 1.2 million viewers every month, the actress earned the nomination for her leading roles in distinguished stage productions and for producing her own films in Hollywood. Her sister Jennifer Merchant, who's the film director and actress, also born in Amsterdam, recently graduated from the world-renowned Stella Adler Academy, where she studied acting and directing after winning a full scholarship. She's the youngest female director to be nominated for Best Director at the Cinewomen Film Fest in Los Angeles. Her film, Two Strangers, won the award for Best Message at the Meet Film Fest in Romania. So let's welcome these two amazing sisters right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. You tuned into North America's and San Francisco's largest South Asian radio station, Desi 1170 AM, and you're on my show, Making a Difference, with me, Sheetal Ori. Do you think you're the one who's making a difference and want to be here on my show talking about your work? Well, contact me on sheetal@sheetalori.com. Or if you think you want to advertise with us, bring your business here to Desi 1170 AM. Contact me on 415-505-9592. And we are here with two amazing women, girls who are making a difference in the Hollywood, LA's best place to be, I believe. Welcome, a very, very warm welcome to Angelique and Jennifer Merchant, who are sisters and who are making waves with their company, which aims to produce influential films that empowers girls to have an important social cause. So welcome, Angelique and Jennifer Merchant on Desi 1170 AM and on my show, Making a Difference.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sheetal. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, great to be here.
Yes.
So, Angelique, Angelique and Jennifer, before we start this show, we would like to know more about you, about your growing up years. Where were you born and raised, and how did you reach where you are today? We understand it's a journey from Amsterdam to LA, but we would like our listeners to know more about this journey. So, Angelique, we'll start with you and just talk about your girls' journey to launching your own company here in LA, Hollywood.
Yes, awesome. 5 years ago, I came from Amsterdam to Los Angeles, and I'm born and raised in Amsterdam. My parents are South Asian, and I grew up in Amsterdam, and ever since I was little, I just love business, and I love films, and I'm very happy that I could contribute to society through filmmaking. Yeah, this journey has been amazing for me because initially, when the opportunity was presented to me to go to Los Angeles and pursue my dream, at that time, it was a huge step for me because I had to leave everything behind, what I know. And so that was really, it was a huge jump. And I honestly jumped in the unknown. Eventually.
So when you say you jumped into the unknown is when you came to U.S.?
Yeah, to the U.S., to Los Angeles, because yeah, I didn't know anyone, and I jumped with my sister. My sister came along with me, but I had to start over again, completely all over again, and to have. I mean, I lived with my parents, so to just do everything on my own, that thought was a little bit, challenging for me. This was my dream. I always wanted to do this, but when the moment arrived, I did have the chills, and I said, I don't know if I can do this.
Okay.
And now 5 years later, I'm here and still going strong. Very happy about that. But so those were the initial thoughts.
Okay,
Very
great. No, I'm glad you could make it. But yeah, listeners, we'll talk more to Angelique about her journey and about her getting into this amazing career she has chosen for herself right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. You tuned into Bay Area's and North America's largest South Asian radio station, Desi 1170 AM.
Do you think you're the one who's making a difference and want to be here on my show talking about your work? Well, contact me on sheetal@sheetalori.com. Or if you think you want to advertise with us, bring your business here to Desi 1170 AM. Contact me on 415-505-9592.
And we are here, and we are back talking to Angelique and Jennifer Merchant. Well, Angelique, thank you so much for sharing your growing up journey. Tell us, Jennifer, how did you start? Were you always interested in the same entrepreneur and film business, or what was your thoughts like when you were growing up?
Well, when I was growing up, I discovered this love for the art. My sister's she loves business. I really love the art.
Okay.
So when I was 11, I really discovered that I loved filmmaking and acting and directing. And from that age, I already knew, okay, I wanna be a director. And when I am gonna do this, I wanna do it in the biggest industry. So hopefully I can do it in Hollywood. And at that time, I didn't know if I was able to go to Hollywood, but somewhere I just knew that I wanted to go to Hollywood. And I think when I was 14, my mom asked me, "What do you want to do with your life?" And I think that was the first time when I actually told my mom that, well, I really wish to go to Los Angeles and pursue this dream. And that's when she said, "You know what? I think we can work towards that together." And from there,
so your parents were supportive. So your parents were supportive.
Yes,
okay.
They were very supportive. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, great. So it's amazing that you knew what you wanted since you were at the age of 11, and you pursued your career and the path since then. But that's fantastic, Jennifer. That's really, really great. So tell us, girls, now both of you, once you landed in Hollywood, what were the hardships you faced, and how did you launch your company?
The hardships, when we first came, first, of course, is the difference in society. Everything here is much bigger. You can't just walk down the street and then meet people who you recognize. It's like it's bigger. Everything is bigger. So that was the first hardship for me, at least. Like the cultural shock, I would say.
Okay. All right. And Angelique, what about you?
For me, well, once I arrived in Los Angeles, I was very excited. So later, along the years, I realized that, okay. So in the beginning, I was really excited, and I was like, this is an adventure for me. Later, I saw along the years that I was starting to miss my parents, their presence. So that, for me, was later on. I thought, I love their presence and I miss them. So I had 1 foot still in Amsterdam. So that was just the challenging part for me.
Okay. And then both of you, how did you come out and started your journey where you overcame all the obstacles and the hardships you were facing? How did that happen?
I think that comes from you just remembering why you came here in the first place. So you just always keep going in your career, and first we went to the acting school, which also helped a lot. So we did our acting school, and after that we just wanted to make our own films. So we just decided to start our own company, and we decided to make our own films. And from there, when you start doing it, that's when the confidence comes, and you just grow from there.
Yeah. The growing part was really important to grow as a human being. Our school said it, the teacher, Stella Adler. Her quote is, to be a good actor, you have to be a good human being. And in the beginning, I didn't understand, but now I understand that. And just the fact that we are growing as human beings, that is so powerful that makes it all worth it. It makes it all worth it. So, yeah.
Okay. And then how did you launch your company?
How did we just... I told my sister I want to make this film. So with our first film, that's where we actually launched our company. And we decided to really be serious about this. And we started to look for, places where to put our films. And we really go to places to show our film. And that from those actions, our company was, is growing.
Yeah, for me, I just... like what she said, in addition to that, like I said before, I love business and I love films. And I saw the films in cinema and I thought, well, I think I can contribute to that. And I can tell my story that I would like to say and I would like to see in cinema, like simple stories that everybody can relate to. And I thought, you know what, I can contribute to that and I want to see that. But in order to see that, I think I have to do it myself. And that's actually where we decided, you know what, let's make our own films and let's tell our story and the way we see life. So, and I combined business with my passion for filmmaking. And that's where we said, you know what, let's do it. And we launched our film. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And listeners, we'll be talking more to Angelique Merchant and Jennifer Merchant right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. You tuned into Making a Difference with me, Sheetal Ohri, and my amazing guests here, the producers Angelique Merchant and Jennifer Merchant.
Do you think you're the one who's making a difference and want to be here on my show talking about your work? Well, contact me on sheetal@sheetalohri.com. Or if you think you want to advertise with us, bring your business here to Desi 1170 AM. Contact me on 415-505-9592.
And we're back talking to Angelique Merchant and Jennifer Merchant. So ladies, now, you've talked about the launch of your company. Let's hear about your first week. How did that happen?
Okay, yeah, so our first short film was Two Strangers, which is about youth homelessness. We saw that happening around us, and we didn't see that in our country, in our city, Amsterdam. So we were quite, surprised that and shocked that this was all around us. Homelessness is something that is there are shelters and all of that. But when we came to Los Angeles, we saw it all around the streets. So I felt that we should make a short film about that to shine a bright light on homelessness.
Okay, so tell us a bit about this film, Two Strangers. What was this all about?
We decided to follow a young girl with this story who was homeless, and to not only show her sorrow and sadness, but also moments where she could find happiness. Because I believe that every human being, no matter how hard their lives are, they always find some happiness to keep moving forward. So this movie really follows that homeless girl living her life on a daily basis. and her experiencing some moments of happiness.
Okay, great. And did you make any other movie besides that?
Yes, our most recent movie is a short film, Ebru. And this short film is very close to our heart because it's about a young Muslim woman in Amsterdam. And this short examines the struggle between tradition and modern life. And we saw this around us in high school, a lot of girls and boys who are, going through this. So we found it very important to represent their stories, and that's why we made this short film.
What is Ebru all about?
So Ebru is about a young girl, and she struggles. She's torn between two cultures. She's Muslim, but she loves the Western lifestyle, like partying and everything. And she's trying to find her own voice within that struggle. So that's what we're trying to get across with this short film, that at the end, it's important to follow your own voice. And
yeah, it's about time to think and to listen to our own voice and not be judged and not to judge.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is about, having an understanding for each other.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic. So usually the movies which you are making, both of you, they always have some sort of a social message. Is that what your whole goal is?
Yes, exactly. Absolutely. That's what our guideline is. We want to contribute to society through filmmaking, and we want to make sure that we have that social message in our films. At least that's what we're aspiring to do. So
yes.
That's fantastic. Well, so tell us now, how long have you been here? About 5 years in Hollywood.
Yes.
So what has your journey been like? Have you met any Hollywood stars, or have you met any Hollywood producers, directors? What has your journey been so far?
I think we just observe the industry and learn from it. I think the main thing that we learned is that to just focus on our mission and not look a lot to other people.
Okay.
Because you get distracted so fast in this industry, and sometimes you just feel like, oh, am I doing the right thing, or am I going the right way? And then me and my sister always remind each other, we have to focus on our intention and keep that in mind, and not focus too much on other people. So as far as meeting people in the industry, I think we don't really focus on networking. I think we personally focus really on just producing good films and collaborating with good filmmakers. I think we collaborated with Eduardo, who's known for his work on Narcos, and that was a great learning experience for us. To see how he works and how you would think that a person like that, is really like, how do you say that, really does things like according to the book, but he was so free in his work and in his art that I thought, oh my God, you don't have to do everything according to the book. You can just follow your own style and your own way of working in it, And that was a huge learning point for me as a director, working with him.
Okay, and what about you, Angelique?
Yes, as a producer, like Jennifer said it, we were really observing the industry. And I learned a lot from the Los Angeles film industry. I mean, we are in the entertainment capital of the world. This is the best place to learn about filmmaking. And I have, like she said, I'm in my element as a producer. I can really just do what I want to do. And collaborations, deal makings, it's all happening here, and it's so accessible. You can get you can easily collaborate with a cinematographer. And I'm so passionate about that and about those things. So I
think it's like communicating with passion when you work with other people.
Yeah, exactly. When I make deals, I communicate with passion. We always talk about budget, high budget, low budget. But when you are passionate, people are going to give you things. People will support you. People can sponsor you. When you are thinking in the same way, money is no object anymore. Everybody here is passionate. Films can be made here. In my country, in Amsterdam, it wasn't like that. So I had all those ideas of filmmaking, and I wanted to make films, but it wasn't as accessible like here. The sky's the limit in Los Angeles. You can make it happen. If you think that budget is standing in your way, if you are communicating your passion, it can happen. So it's just a land of positivity, and really, the sky is the limit.
Okay, well, that's great to know, and we'll talk more to you, girls, right after this short break. Listeners, don't go anywhere. You tuned into Desi 1170 AM.
Do you think you're the one who's making a difference and want to be here on my show talking about your work? Well, contact me on sheetal@sheetalori.com. Or if you think you want to advertise with us, bring your business here to Desi 1170 AM. Contact me on 415-505-9592.
And we're back talking to the amazing Angelique and Jennifer Merchant, the sisters who are making waves right now in Hollywood. So, Angelique, let's hear about you, about your role in the company which you have as a producer. What do you do? How do you make this company work?
Yes. As a producer, Jennifer has I always say that Jennifer is the captain of the ship and I provide the sea. So she provides the content, but without the rest, like the sea. I contribute to that. She has a film, but it's all in her head. And I tell her, what do you need? What do you want? And I make, like I said, I provide the sea. She needs a certain cinematographer, and high end or not, it doesn't matter. That's my job to get that, and I will make sure to get that. And budget doesn't stand in the way. It doesn't matter, but we will make it happen. Like I said, here in America, when you are passionate about things, people will gravitate towards that and will give you the location. For example, in the short film, my sister needed a shoe store because it is revolved around a shoe store, and so first there were a lot of rejections, but eventually I said, you know what, this is a movie that about a girl who is struggling between tradition and modern life, and I just set that message, and basically they resonated with that message and gave me the platform to film. Also, distributing wise, we wanted to bring it to the world this time. And so then we got IndieFlix, which is one of the world's leading platforms in digital streaming. I'm so grateful that they applauded the story and message behind Ebru and decided to launch the short film and making it available to millions all over the world, representing modern Muslim girls living in Western societies. I'm very grateful that we could do that.
Wow, that's fantastic. So tell us, Jennifer, about your role in this company as a director and a writer.
Me as a director, I love, I think I don't know if I can call myself a humanitarian, but I really care for human beings and making sure that society moves forward. So for my films, I look at society and social issues that are really important, and I try to make a beautiful story about it and raise awareness for it. So whenever I make a story, I look at society. And this time, for this movie, Ebru, I looked at my society in Europe, Amsterdam, and I saw that this thing of youngsters who are growing up between two cultures is really, something that needs a lot of awareness in Amsterdam. You have a lot of people from two cultures who live there. So that's why I came up with the film Ebru, and that's how I make my movies.
Yeah, well, I wish you both all the best with such amazing talent. You are creating waves, and I wish you all the best to keep on doing that. But before we go, would you like to give any kind of message out to our listeners today for Desi 1170 AM?
Yes, absolutely. I'm so happy. First of all, I would like to say to whoever is listening, Ebru is being appreciated worldwide. We are getting audiences from London to Toronto to Pakistan to Malaysia to Istanbul to New York. And there are many boys and girls who are emailing us. For example, there was a girl from the United Kingdom, and she could recognize with the story and the struggle, and she was very appreciative of the fact that girls like her are being represented, and that is beautiful, because that's why I'm here and why I'm doing it for, to reach those girls who are to represent those girls and to give them an understanding.
Yeah, and to give them a voice. So I hope that girls and boys who are listening right now, our message to you is to really follow your own voice and have courage. And I think, especially in the South Asian community, this message is very important. So, yeah, that's our message, to really listen to your own voice.
Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you for your time, and really appreciate your being here and on Desi 1170 AM and on my show Making a Difference, because you girls definitely are making a difference.
Oh, thank you so much, Sheeta. Thank you so much to be on your platform. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And listeners, I will be back next week with yet another interesting guest who's making a difference. Till then, have a fantastic week.
Do you think you're the one who's making a difference and want to be here on my show talking about your work? Well, contact me on sheetal@sheetalori.com. Or if you think you want to advertise with us, bring your business here to Desi 1170 AM. Contact me on 415-505-9592.